Good evening, future masters. In today's games, I will study Averbach against Korchnoi, 1965. This is our endgame number 4. So when we analyze the kings, we can see the both kings are quite safe, not very active, right? We have an active rook on d7. Um, and then when we look at the pawn on c4 is really weak, and pawn on a2 is weak. On the black side, pawn on b6 is weak, a6, right? So the first move is rook c8 here that Korchnoi played. He's attacking the pawn on c4, rook d6, rook takes on c4, rook takes on b6, and now the move that we need to learn, rook to a4, very active move. Rook is attacking the pawn on a2 at the same time protecting a6. So that's what you want to do with the rooks. You want to make them active, right? Now, here h3 happened, and then the knight moved to f6, and knight goes to c1 to protect the pawn on a2. Of course, we know about the knights on the last rank, right? You see this knight on c1 is not the best piece. Yes, it is protecting a2, but it's not doing very well there, right? So, and now knight d5, right? So we have a rook on b6 is attacked, rook moves back to b2, and I like this next move, right? Black is playing g5 here. Now, what this move is doing is it's fixing up the white pawns. You see, the white pawns cannot move, like not h4, not f4. Right, so that's very nice move. Like this, is what you need to learn about the pawn structures, um, and I think this is probably one of the most important moves of this game that you would have to learn. Now, white played king f1, h5, king e1, king g7, and king d2. Now h4, right? So black is creating a chances for himself. The game is still okay for white, right? It's probably even or maybe slightly better for black, but white's not supposed to lose this game, right? But now, in this moment, white made a mistake by playing knight to d3. We can come back later to this position and see what is correct move. And black plays excellent move here, g4. So with this move, black is creating a pass pawn, right? h3. And this pawn is really very dangerous because if you play rook b1 here, then black is going to take rook a2, right? And then again, h2, right? So it's not going to be possible to stop this pawn. So why did here he played king c2, right? Preparing to play rook b1, and then if you take on a2, probably he would play knight b2. But after rook c4, this is a very cool position, and that's why I choose this game for you. Black plays fantastic move, rook c1, very beautiful end of the game, and now there's nothing to do because if white takes h2, and black is going to get a queen and win the game. A really beautiful end, right? Let's go back and see what are the most important moves that we need to remember here. I think rook a4 is very important, and what we need to learn about this move is the activity of the rook. Like in the endgames, activity of the rook, activity of the other pieces, of course, is important. Then here in this moment, we have a g5, right? See, you don't want to play h5 here, right? Because the white would play h4, and now you cannot improve. But after g5, you have this marvelous control over the white pawns. And then, of course, also this move g4 is important here, right? And the creation of the pass pawn, right? And the last move, rook c1, that is wonderful here in this position, right? Rook c1, and then you create a pass pawn. Excellent end of the game. Let's just see what might be improvement, right? In this position, when white played knight d3, that was a mistake. Knight d3, white can take on h4, and if rook takes on h4, then rook b3. Well, black is a little bit better, but maybe white can hold the game. Okay. Now, in the description of this study, I put the link for you. You can practice this position with the black side and enjoy the endgame. It's a very beautiful endgame. I hope you enjoyed the lesson today, and bye bye. Good night.